Okay, my name is Anthony Salter. I'm sick as a dog, but I've only got this demo for 2 days, so we're doing this. This is the demo to the System Shock 2 remake by NightDive Studios. I'm a huge fan of NightDive. I've loved a whole bunch of things that they've done. I thought they did a great job with System Shock Enhanced. And I've been itching to play this, and now I can. I've already played part of it. I have not finished it. Let's just go and start doing some stuff here. Like I said, I'm sick. I can't guarantee I won't cough in your ear. I'm so sorry about that. Let's start with the options. Graphics, everything's pretty low. But I hate the screen curvature. Sorry guys, it's something to turn off. I love that you can't turn it off. And I don't like the green. I want white. So we're done with that. So let's start at the beginning here.
Confirm. Hello? Hello? Finally got someone. Alright, my name is Rebecca Lansing. I'm a counter-terrorism consultant for Triumph. First things first, get something to defend yourself with. You're gonna need it. Things on Citadel Station are bad, very bad. The comms are dead and there is strong evidence of a biological contamination on board. And that's not the worst part. The station's mining laser is charging for a potential strike against Earth. Nathan Darcy is the science officer on board. He'll have information on shutting the laser down. His office is on your level near the central hub. Get there immediately. See what you can find.
Okay, that was Rebecca Lansing. She's actually been recast for this. That's not the original voice actress. Most of the original voice actors and actresses were just Origin employees and Looking Glass employees. This is Healing Suite. We can come back here and heal up anytime. I think in the final game you're actually going to climb inside that and get, healing energy all over you. But right now, just click it and it heals you, just like it did in the original game. These sure bots, they're annoying. They do a little damage, but they're not, terrible. This is a dead body. You're going to be seeing a lot of those because this station has been taken over by a rogue AI named Shodan, and it's all your fault. So time to put things right. Breaking the security cameras. If you look at the upper left, level security is now 94%. Certain parts of the level won't be accessible until the security level is. Oh, there's another one. Until the security level is. Stop that! Stop poking me. In the original level, there was a dart gun here. They've removed it. Don't know if that's just for the demo or if they're taking that weapon out completely. This is not this. That's just great. This is a charging station that will charge up your energy. You need energy to run your mods, and also some weapons need energy. Excuse me. All right, who am I? My name is Anthony Salter, and a long time ago I worked at Origin Systems. I worked as a tester and a phone hint guy, and I, had to learn a whole lot about this game in order to, be able to give hints on it. Beaten it several times. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's see if NightDive is doing it justice. Initially, in the original game, you would get a log from yourself giving you this code. They took that out, and now it's on the wall. That's fine. Let's listen to David Honk.
Shodan security is closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core, that Shodan's using these to hold onto the level. That's all fine, but I don't really see how it helps. The thing is everywhere.
Alright, and the code is 451. That's a reference to Fahrenheit 451, the novel by Ray Bradbury. Oh, God! Forgot about it. Die. Okay, I'm going to say that one of the things that I really like are these new mutants. I actually love how rubbery they are. It's like a dead body that used to be human but is now filled up with spongy fungus or something. It's terrible. It's fantastic. I love it.
Welcome back to Citadel Station. We hope your somnolent healing stage went well. Today is the 6th day of November, year 2072. You are currently in the healing suites located on the first level. Level 2 contains the research laboratories. 3 houses the Department of Maintenance, and the storage cells are on level 4. The flight deck is on level 5. Level 6 holds crew facilities and executive suites, and level 7 is systems engineering. Level 8 houses the Department of Security. The bridge is located on level 9, and energy systems on level R. All levels can be accessed by the elevator in Alpha Quadrant. We hope you have a pleasant stay on Citadel Station.
Boy, she loves to hear herself talk. Okay, that's Showdown. That is the AI. This is a new enemy for this version of the game. This is the Cyborg Surgeon. It basically turns other humans into cyborgs, and I hate it. Oh, God. Okay. Let's hear what Mira Stackhouse has to say.
I can't let myself think about it. I think I understand how Shodan is doing it. When we destroy the cameras and CPU nodes, Shodan loses some of its control over the station functions, at least on this level. I think I can restore manual control in the hospital.
Oh, that's... Oh. I thought that was a med patch. Okay, that's a little too bright to be a non-interactive object. Let's see, anything else here? No. Alright, so you get multiple things telling you destroy the CPU nodes, destroy the cameras so that you can gain access to the rest of the level. This is a toggle puzzle. In the original game, they were very different, but it's still in the same vein. You're still flipping things around in order to get power from one place to another, so I like how they redesigned this. Let's see. There's a lot of games that use puzzles like this, and I actually like them. I like this puzzle because it really does seem to represent, you know, changing the flow of energy from one place to another, redirecting the flow so that, you know, things get fixed. That fixes this. This is a lift. Take us down into the maintenance tunnel. Go through the maintenance tunnels. Although I will pick that up. That's a spark beam. It's a long-range weapon that we can use to, you know, beat guys that are out of range, or take care of cameras. Excuse me. The spark beam draws its energy from... Oh, there's another guy there. The spark beam draws its energy from your own energy supply, which is why you need to keep your energy up. Crap out of these guys. I don't like the attack with the haft animation. That kind of bugs me. I just want to, you know, do baseball swings with it. Range is really short too, which I guess is, you know, appropriate. All these poor people. Ooh, a secret door. It's almost like I knew that was there. All right, let's talk about the performance for just a second. It's not fantastic. It's not terrible. There's some jittering that can happen, especially if you turn quickly. Oh God! Oh, I love how his eyes glow. I love how his eyes glow in the dark. That's great. Sit down. This weapon was not here in the original game, I don't think. This is a Magnum. It's a very powerful pistol. Basically, picking this weapon up and using it makes the demo really easy. So we're not going to use it if we don't have to, in my opinion. Okay. Let's talk about this. Oh, when I saw this, I was so happy. All right. The original System Shock had lots of fantastic pixel art in it, and they've, you know, retained a lot of that. But, you know, how do you put pixely stuff in a game that's supposed to be set in the future? And the answer they came up with was that you have this glass effect over lights and monitors and things like that give you a pixel effect. As you look across it. It's like someone in the game world came up with this, toughened glass that alters the, light of whatever's behind it and makes it look pixely. It's just, I love it. I love it so much. We're going to see more of that later. Oh God, there's this guy. Spark beam. Pop him with the spark beam. You can lean in this game. This was the first game that really had leaning as a mechanic. This is your basic cyborg warrior, and I really like this redesign as well. You can tell that the original cyborg warrior was, heavily influenced by the Borg from Star Trek, and they just absolutely kept that for these poor guys who have, basically had their brains reprogrammed to kill anyone else. Okay, we are now in the central hub. Let's take a look at the map for a second. There is a central hub on this level surrounded by 4 quadrants: Delta, Gamma, Beta, and Alpha. This is the entrance to Alpha right here, but this force field cannot be opened from here. We need to find another way in. Die, camera, die. Oh God. And now I'm out of energy. Fortunately. Oh God. Now what? I love how this game can freak me out. I know everything there is to know about this game, and it can still freak me out. I love it so much. There's another recharge station here. The system security has to be low enough that for you to be able to use it. Fortunately, by destroying these cameras and stuff, we've lowered the system security enough. Oh, there's another one. Goodbye. Oh, and another one. Goodbye. That we can use it. In the original game, there is a mechanical hopper right here that will shoot you dead. I always had trouble with that until I found a secret. This is the entrance to the Beta Grove. This is the entrance to the Beta Quadrant. And you can see at the top of the screen it says broken beyond repair. That's another thing that I would like them to tweak. I would like them to take those little system messages and put them like right above the mini-map or something, make them more obvious. Oh, another cyborg. I'm abusing my knowledge of the game to kind of play slightly recklessly. Honestly, if you play this like me, then you're going to end up a cyborg yourself, because that's what happens when you die. You get cyborgized. Let's see. There's another not med patch. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of NightDive. They're doing stuff that I really like. Oh, this is Nathan Darcy's office. This is where Rebecca Lansing told us to get to.
Alright, Althea. We can destroy the laser by firing it into the station's own shields. Isotope X-22 is stored in the science level, and we need to bring it down to the reactor level to power the shields. Then you turn them on, use the safety override code to enable the laser, and fire. The laser controls and my notes are on the science level, and the override code's in the science library. I have no idea how you're going to do all this, but good luck.
Okay. This is the entrance to Beta. It is broken beyond repair. We can't get into Beta. Of course we can. We just have to, take another route. Oh, I missed a part. 1 second. Let's go back here into Delta. No, that's where we got the map. Okay. And I thought I was good at this game. How do I get lost in this game, even after all this time? Where is the cyberspace hub? Oh, okay, it's here. Another email.
If any
survivors can hear me, please, some of us are still resisting showdown. We have a sanctuary in Beta Quadrant, guarded by a radioactive trench. There's a force bridge that operates off a wiring panel. If you're coming in from Alpha, our guards will extend the bridge for you. Be very careful. Mutants are all over the corridors. Good luck.
Okay, behind this door is a gun called the Mag Pulse. It's really good against robots. It's what I would use to defeat that hopper. We can't open it because it's locked in cyberspace, which means we need to come down here and use the cyberspace terminal, except that the cyberspace terminal is not functional. The cyberspace aspect of the game is not in this demo, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. The game's in development. That's fine. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, this is the way to the elevator. It's manually locked. We can't get to it. We're going to have to pretty much circle the entire level, reducing showdown security until we can finally open that. I'm running around kind of half dead, so why don't we run back here and heal him? 1 sec. See, doesn't matter where we are, we get the healing. Oh, yeah, okay, you can see my heart rate in the upper left. I'm tired. I've run out of stamina. There are stamina boosts that can give you a quick stamina restore. So afterwards you get more tired. You have to be careful. Okay. This is an area of biological contamination. Oh, come on, Dory. Go ahead. I left a quick in here. There's an email.
Now we've got to get to the bridge and stop showdown. Some of us want to go to the flight deck and escape instead. Hopefully, there's still some weapons in the armory we can use against the mutants. Todd Blankenship was able to get the combination 705 from a security officer. We're going to try for it tomorrow.
Okay, she just gave us a code that'll come in handy later. 705. The biological contamination's finally worn off. We can see that laser, a little red laser, that there's an android or a cyborg hunter around the corner. Let's go knock him in the head. Bam, 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 bam. Oh god, don't kill me, don't kill me. Don't make me look like a punk in front of everybody. Thank you. Alright, let's hit a med patch.
Carl has come back from recon without Alan. He says they took Alan into a room marked Cyborg Conversion, and now he's a cyborg assassin. Carl marked the room with the word "here" before he ran. One of the technicians says we can just flip the switch and make the converter a surgery unit again. With only 12 of us left, though, it may be an academic point. Maybe someone else should have been leader.
Come on, Althea. Given what you were up against, I thought you did a great job. Indeed, the entirety of System Shock is basically you coming along after the fact, and learning what everybody was doing to try to stop Shodan, and using what they gained, what they learned to finish the job and stop Shodan yourself. Okay, we had a crash. That could be because I was recording at the same time as I was coming back, because I had to. You can't save during the game. I saw that we missed a audio log.
The resistance faction led by Keith Swanson left a week ago. We found the mutants fighting over the remains this morning. We're caught between the mutants and the cyborgs, so I'm worried whether we can carry out Darcy's plan. We're going to send Alan and Carl through the cyborg territory to reach the elevator.
Okay, so we were... Oh god, there's another one. I'm having to record this after the fact, because when I record this gameplay, the Xbox game bar did not record my microphone like it did the first time I did this, so I don't know. Maybe that's why it didn't crash this time. So yeah, we went through here, but that's not exactly where we want to go. First place we want to go is here, to this, here's the Armory. We can use the code that we got earlier to get into it. This is where a lot of people hold up. It didn't do them any good. I don't think there's anything on these people. The Armory used to have a whole bunch of weapons in it, but now it has exactly one thing, a grenade. And you may think, Anthony, what's one grenade gonna do? And I'll show you later. Okay. And more Magnum ammo. And now we're going to go back to the area where it crashed and hope it didn't crash again. Oh no, this is the maintenance tunnels. You remember when we solved the puzzle? It led us into the other end of this, and so we're not going to go into the maintenance tunnels right now. The worst thing about the performance isn't necessarily the low frame rate, it's that you can get turned around so easily when it jerks like that. And, you know, they've got time, they can work on it, they can fix it. Unreal Engine 4 is very flexible, you know, they can fix it. And I've no doubt that they will. Let's see if I can kill these guys without the game crashing again. Ooh, patches. Those are always nice. Alright. Sit down. I don't think there's anything on anyone in here. This is where the last survivors kind of made their last stand, which is why there are so many of them here. Excuse me, still sick. Let's see. Oh yeah. We're gonna look out the window here. Oh, maybe not here. First one to obsessively check all the bodies, because we do. That's what we always do in games like this. It's the right way to play.
We're finished. Keith and the others went down the access corridor an hour ago to fight the mutants. None of them have come back. Soon the mutants will come for the rest of us.
Alright, let's see. Anything in here? Oh, wait. This is a little area first. We want to go in here. And here is my first real gripe with the demo so far. System Shock is not this dark. I'm sorry. One of the best things about System Shock was that it could freak you out without having to plunge you into fetid darkness all the time. I've got another example later that I think will, you know, do that even better. Right, let's get in here. Another audio log. Let's snarfle that.
Got the supplies from the West Wing. Hanson and Rain killed by mutants nesting the access corridor. We can't just hide here. They're killing us one by one. In an hour, about 20 of us are gonna rush them. We'll try to break through the access corridor and go to the bridge. If we fail, God save our souls.
Oh god, my sparkling is dry. Okay, please don't kill me, okay? Okay, lay down. Alright, now, back here, there is a secret panel. Right there. Look at that. There's no flashlight in System Shock, so I'm never ever going to be able to see what's in there. System Shock is not this dark, guys. You don't have to, you know, follow the trend of modern games making everything terribly, terribly dark in order to try to make it scarier. There's another not med patch. Let's see, and I'm looking around because if you recall, the door into beta was broken. It was deliberately broken by the survivors as they tried to hold up in beta. This is the back way into beta. Okay, and the first thing we need... Oh, God. Alright, he's dead. I think it's a he. Alright, first thing we want to do here is do this puzzle. This is the other type of puzzle in System Shock. This is a wiring puzzle. Now, in the original game, the wiring puzzles weren't that great. They were my least favorite type of puzzle, because you basically had a bunch of wires that you crossed over and over and over again until a meter passed a certain threshold, and then the puzzle was solved. It wasn't great. Here, you actually play with the colors. Each color gives you a different color of energy. And you have to split and recombine the colors in order to solve the puzzle. And I actually really like it. That node will convert energy from the input to both of the outputs. In other words, if you put in blue, you get out red and yellow. That node will combine two energies into a color based on the input. And so, yeah. See, they're doing this thing where you can see that because blue was put in, it output red and yellow. They're doing this thing where, you know, they want to keep the puzzles in the game world. But honestly, I would really like it if the camera just focused on the puzzle and all the interactivity went onto the puzzle, so that I could stop, you know, accidentally hitting the puzzle with my club while I'm trying to solve it. And also because these little physical objects, physics objects in the world, it can be a little, you know, finicky. See right there, I'm trying to plug red into the middle, and it just won't go. Okay, there it goes. Okay, you can see that it turns red into blue and yellow, which means that we now need to combine that blue and that yellow with the other blue and yellow to make two greens. The combiner gives us green. We flip that switch to let the green through. We plug that one into there, the blue one into there. Let's see if I can do it without hitting it. And that brings that down. We flip that switch, and that brings us the other green, and that opens that solves the puzzle, and that turns on this force bridge. And this was where the humans basically made their last stand. They broke the door into beta. They set up radioactive stuff in this trench. They used wiring puzzles to turn things on and off. You know what? There. I said I wouldn't use it. I lied. To turn things on and off. And in the end, it just wasn't enough. They eventually got overrun. It's a sad story. It's the story of System Shock. Alright, we're going to climb up here. Oh, medkit. That'll come in handy later. We're going to climb up here where that... See, there's another force bridge there, but it doesn't have a puzzle on it, so we can't turn it on. What we have to do is come up here. Always search the bodies. See, and up here is where we killed that thing, and now we can turn the force bridge on there, and that will allow us to get from beta back into alpha, which is what we're going to do. After we open this door. Ooh, email.
I must be one of the last ones who hasn't changed. Shodan must have altered the healing machine I installed in Alpha Quadrant. It does things to people now. I think I saw Beth yesterday, but she had so many implants I couldn't be sure. If I can get to the machine, I know I can set things right again.
Okay. These ladders could be a little fiddly. I want to look down and push up on my keyboard to go down, but you can't do that. You have to push down. Oh God, this game is scaring me after 20 years. Oh Lord, when did this game come out? 94, 95? This game is 25 years old. Oh my God, I'm so old. Oh God, okay. Let's go down this. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and use the Magnum to take this guy out. And there we go. You see the Magnum, this is way too powerful. You're not supposed to have it at this point in the game. Oh, let's come down here and get some more ammo for the weapon I'm not supposed to have. Alright, this is Alpha Quadrant. We took the back way into here, so we didn't have to solve the puzzle that I wanted to show you guys. That's unfortunate, but, you know, it's something for you guys to, you know, find for yourselves when you play the demo. Alpha Quadrant is Shodan's command and control on this level, so there's lots of strong enemies here because she does not want anyone here. Okay, oh, okay. Look at this animation. Oh my god, look at this animation. I love that 4-story animation. Whoever did that, because that's exactly how the original doors looked. And they did just a great job realizing it. Oh, it was so good. I love it. Goodbye. One shot, you're dead. Alright, we get on this lift.
This elevator serves me alone. I have complete control of this entire level. With cameras as my eyes and nodes as my hands, I rule here in
There is a rule in cinema that if you want the audience to remember something, you have to tell it to them 3 times. That is the 3rd time the game has told us that in order to use the elevator, we're going to have to destroy cameras and CPU nodes.
To all Cyborg units,
just as we have sanitized my
human infestation, so shall we cleanse the earth. The Tachyon mining beam is ready to destroy human cities. I will take command of the rich earth ecosystem and continue
my experiments.
Once the beam is properly calibrated, we will begin.
The only thing worse than a horrible dictatorial AI that wants to kill everybody is the one that just won't shut up. Alright, so we're getting towards the end, and I can't remember exactly what I was doing now, because it was all of an hour ago. Who can remember that far back? But I'm pretty sure that I'm about to go... Hang on, let's find out. Again, love that door animation. Whoever did that did a great job. Oh, and look, this is something new. Bathrooms. The original System Shock had no bathrooms. Now people on Citadel Station can finally poop. Alright, this is... Oh, Lord. You too. Okay. This is the Cyborg Conversion Chamber. It used to be Healing Suite, but it was converted into a Cyborg Conversion Chamber.
Cyborg conversion cancelled. Standard station restoration procedures online.
And that lets us know that it's no longer a Cyborg Chamber.
We underestimated Shodan. It's reprogrammed regeneration rooms all over the station into Cyborg conversion chambers. Anyone going in to get healed comes out as a Cyborg. I've disconnected the medical CPUs from Shodan's main data bank, so we can reset them to their normal healing functions without Shodan noticing. I'm on my way now to reset the one on the hospital level.
Directive to Cyborg F-71. We will now test the virus in a proper environment. Move mutagen experiment V5 to Beta Grove on the level. Let the virus infect the grove and observe its effects on vegetable and animal life forms. When the strain is perfected, we will release it on the Earth, where the facility
Okay, it's a good thing I canceled Cyborg Conversion because that guy just wrecked my shit, and if I hadn't done it, that would have made me have to start the whole demo over. That's just... So, yeah, that was lucky. Oh, okay. I want to talk more about this glass effect. This glass effect. Look at the pixels. Look at the pixels. Fully justified pixels. Look at them. Look how lovely they are, and they're fully justified in the fiction of the game. It's amazing. I love it. Oh God. Artist at NightDive who did this, you did good. You did great. You should feel good about yourself. Have a brownie. All right. More magnum ammo. Let's see. What are we doing? We're making our way down towards. Okay, that's the guy we killed to get in here. We don't need to fall down there. There's a camera.
You are not welcomed here. Remove yourself.
She doesn't want us here. That's too damn bad. Oh God, there's another one of those cyborg surgeons. Die. This is one of the most striking elements from the original game, and I love how they did it justice here. Again, like that, and the Force door, and a whole bunch of other things that they updated from the original game, and they've done such a good job on them. I love it. All right, let's take this guy out. There we go. All right, now she doesn't want us in here because this is where the CPU nodes are, and destroying the CPU nodes greatly reduces Shodan's hold over the level. All right. Okay.
Enter that room, insect, and it will become your prey.
Alright, CPU nodes. We need to destroy these. And I've got something to do it with. I've got a grenade. Except that I've just realized that it's a gas grenade. It's not actually a frag grenade. It's not an explosive grenade. We need to destroy those to reduce the security level. So now I'm desperately trying to reload this gun so that I can use the gun to destroy the CPU nodes. And as far as I can tell, there isn't any way to reload the gun. You can't use the ammo and have it go into the gun. You can't use the gun and have it take the ammo. So I fiddled around with this for a while. Let's see if there's a button that lets me, reload my weapon. Game keys. Interact, move, quick. Hey, there's quick save and quick load. Do those actually work? But the thing I really need is reload your weapon, and I do not see any such button. You'd think that it would just automatically reload when you try to fire it, and it doesn't have any, ammo in it. But we're just gonna have to suck it up and do this the hard way. And the hard way means breaking them manually with the left hand. And we take nasty damage every time we do that. So let's pop a med patch. We don't have any med patches, so we're gonna use one of these doctor's kits that we picked up earlier. There we go. Alright. Do enough damage. Killing ourselves. Welcome to System Shock, where you never have exactly what you need to do what you want to do, and you just kind of have to make it work. Security level is now at 39%. And
Who are you? The computer nodes can be repaired, but you... Who are you? My cameras and probes scan your body, but you do not match any employee file. When my cyborgs bring you to an electrified interrogation bench, I will have your secret. And you will learn more about pain than you ever wanted to know.
yak, 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 yak. Okay, these numbers are important. There are 5 of them. There are 5 sets of nodes on other levels. When you destroy the nodes, you get a number, but the game doesn't tell you that the number is important. It's up to you to figure it out for yourself. And there's a door much later in the game that needs all 5 of these numbers in order to get through. And I got so many calls at Origin Systems from people who just couldn't get through that door. And I had to tell them, okay, you got to go back to the previous levels, back to the node rooms, and look for, those numbers. And then they would curse at me because they really didn't want to do that. All right. Let's see, is there... okay, this is biohazard area. Let's see. Okay, this is the other thing. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, I don't think I take a good close look at it. No, I don't. There really isn't anything in there. But that... Okay, you're going to have to play the game yourself in order to take a good look at that. But that Saturn... that you can see through the window, oh my god, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. They did such a good job on that. Alright, let's see, now we need to make our way back to the elevator because we just unlocked it. We haven't done everything in the mission. I don't want to do everything in the mission. I want you guys, to have stuff to do yourselves. This is a game from the late 90s, early 2000s, and that means that it's not a carefully curated experience that wants to put you into a movie. It's just a big area with a bunch of interacting subsystems that lets you do things however you want. And oh my god, I miss that so much. I miss it so much. Okay, yeah, dumb me is still trying to figure out how to get to... I know exactly where the elevator is, I just can't... Oh, yeah, okay, it's through there. It's through the force doors. Yes, Anthony, it's through the force doors. Thank you. Not through that force door, dummy. Not this way, Anthony. Not this way. Okay, I think I finally remembered. Yes, it's this lift here in the corner.
I prefer a quiet station. Thank you.
All right, and that's our indicator that we can use the elevator now. And yeah, this was one of the best little jokes in the original System Shock. You'd spend an hour and a half of tense, fighting over dead humans with corpses and with mutants and cyborgs and stuff, and then you get in the elevator and there's elevator music. This isn't the original elevator music. I think they changed it because the original was a little too close to Girl from Ipanema. So this is the System Shock demo, and NightDive, I gotta say, overall, I'm just really, really impressed. You guys have got the feel. You understand System Shock. You understand the feel. You understand how it's supposed to play, and you're recapturing that. And I really, really like it. I love it. It doesn't have to be, so dark that you can't see into a corner. And the performance needs some work. And there's some UI things that need work as well. I'm pretty sure you guys know all that. But you guys are doing great work here, and I can't wait to play the whole game. And if I don't know what the licensing, status is, but if you could do this to the Thief games, Thief 1 and 2, oh my god, that would make me so happy. But yeah, let's go ahead and end this. Great job, NightDive. I love it. I can't wait to play the whole thing. You guys are on the right track. I can't emphasize that enough. Thanks. Bye.